So, welcome guys and gals back to Bless Unleashed. Sorry about not uploading for the past few days. I have been quite some busy. And another reason why I couldn't upload was the market plus was shut down because of the maintenance. They're reworking the market, which I love because market was trash. It was fucked up because of the new players, or maybe not blaming you, but still. Now, okay, just wait. Okay, let's see. So for the past 2 days, I wanted to upload EXP guide and the marketplace guide, how to make the maximum amount of star seed using all of the methods I have told all along. But all of those methods related market, and I didn't knew what market is going to be like in past few days. I mean, in the next few days, coming days, when the market is actually improved and it's done. So yeah, so this is why I couldn't make that starseed guide, but that does not mean I can't make. Whoa, what was that mount? Wasn't it invisible? Wow, pretty win. All right, the EXP guide, I mean experience points, how to make the maximum experience points while you play. So as you know, the game has 3.3 types of experience points, which is related directly to your character. The first one is obviously the EXP, which is your character's level, and then which I can see here, XP, and then the second one is the skill point XP, which is called SXP, and the third, which opens up later on in the game, which is class points or CP. Now I will give a little recap. The class point quest starts a little later in the game after you have done a lot of these regions, I think all 4 of them, and supposedly maybe even all of these regions once you have defeated the Gideon here. I mean, not defeated, done through that quest and come back to cities. A state will be opened at that point, and you will be around level 30 or something. Then that is the point where class points open. You get some side quests, you have to do some side quests, and then those will be open. Now this video is not about class points, so I'm not going to go into the details for the mission. But now, if you already know what class points are, then good. Otherwise, like, subscribe and share, because I'm gonna make some video pretty soon before the new word comes in. Yeah, that's also the thing. So the proper ways I have been telling since the first video, which was the review, is to finish up all of your side quests and region quests as you go along the main quest line. Now the main quest line will give you the maximum amount of experience point that you can get in that region at that point in the game, but the side quests has a major role too. You have to do all of your side quests and regional quests. Regional quests belongs to these swords, these bosses, or some other types of quests. Now the thing is that you can see these quests will grant you SXP and EXP, and as you can see here, these quests will also give you some weapons, some boxes. Those boxes have different stuff, a lot of different stuff that you need. And if you don't need this thing, for example, at this point in game I have customized all of my armor, so I don't need this style shit. But the thing is, this is a great way of acquiring this stuff, which is called what they call. Okay, I'm dumb, so sorry about that. I can't remember them. Okay, for now we call them gold points. You already know what that is if you've been playing. So the gold points is also a thing that you can get as soon as you start the game. So my best way was to grind all of these quests and side quests all the way. You come to the Kozako, you have to grind all of these, or once you're done with this Kazakh location, which will be all of this place. Then you go to Navara, Gunol Wasteland, Chistaza. After you have done all of your main quests, side quests, and all of that jazz, by the time you be done with your main quest, which ends around here at this point, you will already be level 32 or 33, which is a great way. But during that time, if you have been doing all of these bosses, all of your side quests, you will gain shit amount of SXP. For example, just by finishing SXP and XP missions, you will be able to gather around 250 SXP points, which is a lot. You can upgrade your skills to all 4 skills to level 15 around, which is a huge deal. Now the level 33 or above, that's where the real grind starts, because the amount of XP you need is huge. That is why you have been seeing my level haven't been gone much up for the past couple of days, and the reason is the same. The grind is way too much. So yeah, now there are certain missions, we'll go here, regional quests on. Now there are certain missions, certain bosses that gives you a lot more SXP than the other ones. For example, if we say in Navara, let's start with this one, and you can see this is a boss that giving 890, 310, that amount of SXP, and then as you can see, this one is giving only around half of that. So this is the normal missions, which is giving half of what you can get from a boss. And the thing is, collecting 8 stun bugs, or killing 8 mushrooms, or which is here, killing 8 of these, is a lot harder than killing a boss, because you have to go to each and every player, individual mob, and then kill them, and then you have to do it 2 times to get the same amount of XP you will be getting from killing one single boss. For now, for me, at the point where I am, killing these bosses takes me around 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes if I'm doing it alone. So in 2 to 3 minutes I'm gathering all of this. So in Kazakh you have 3 bosses actually. One is this one, 2, and then 3. Once you have killed these 2 bosses, you can go and kill this boss, but remember, this boss comes only once in 5 days. I think that's how it works. This is because this is the golden boss, or if it's, you call it orange, this is the main boss of this region, which actually gives you a lot more than any other boss, and 20,000 gold coin plus Order University reputation, which you can, about the reputation, you can watch my video, which tells you how to get a lot of skins for the game, or attires, whatever you want to call it. Now, other than these 3 quests, the easiest quest will be this, harvesting pumpkins. You can also do this if it's you find it easy, and then this is also an easy quest. You just have to go there and plant some trip lines, which will take you around a minute and a half. The same thing with these harvestings, and you will be able to gather all of these things. Now if you go now in Navara, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 bosses, which are really easy to kill. And then this quest actually will look like it's easy to do, but it takes a lot more time, about 5 minutes. So you might don't want to do it. You might be able to do it easily, but there's a lot of mobs around which will hinder you. Now this find camp supplies, this will also take your time, so don't waste your time on that, which will leave you with only the bosses. So just do these bosses, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the Harpy Queen, which is the region boss, field boss, or main boss, whatever you want to call it. You kill them, and actually these enemies are called elite enemies. So let's say we call them elite, major elite enemies of the region, and we call this a boss. After doing these 4 bosses, you might want to go to the Gunol Wasteland. So in Gunol Wasteland we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah, so 6 bosses in Gunol Wasteland. with Bashel being the main boss, you have to gather all of them. Easy enough. These two bosses are actually the easiest. These are the giants, which you can kill even solo. This one is a bit harder, but you will be able to kill it easily. Now the missions you can do this in a minute. That is an easy one. About this mission, this mission I haven't done it a lot, but this might be an easy one. You have to pick up some mushrooms and then give it to some fairies. So it's a total of 6, so it might take around 1 minute. So after defeating these bosses, this mission is going to be the most timeless mission, which will take really around 1 minute. You just have to pick some wood and then light some fires, and there's the teleportation nearby, so it will be even easier. Now moving on, let's go to Tristeza. We have one, the Cyclops being the main boss, and then the Broodmother being the second main boss of this region, which is great. The Broodmother is actually a bit harder to fight, but two bosses at the same region, that gives you a lot of EXP. Then we have this Frost Giant, then comes this Chilling Champion, then we have to so total of 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 bosses in the Wasteland, in the Ruins of Tristeza, along with some quests. Okay, I can't find it. So sometimes there's a quest here which requires you to pick up 6 mushrooms, which will take you around 30 seconds. And if that quest comes up, that is a really easy quest you can do to farm a lot of SXP, XP, and class points. Although these places won't say they're giving class points, but they do. The class point, if you want to see, you can see on the legs of my character. You can see there's a little 18 below your character level, and you see a yellow bar filling up. That is the class points. Now let's go to the next region, which should be Sperio. So the Wolf King is also present in the early game, so you can kill it, and that will also gives you a lot of XP. Then comes the Sperios. In Sperios, there's this Kulbanum. It's if you want to go do it, but it might take some time to travel to that point. Now in Harbeti, Pendana Ruins, you see there's only one boss here. You can kill him. It's nearby Telepost, easy to do. Then moving along, we go to Harbeti territories or Kansas Mountain. Now in Kansas Mountains, we have one boss, and the second one should be the Bone Dragon. That's 2. So we have total of 2 bosses in Kansas Mountains, not valley. So these 2 should be easy. The other missions here are actually, that takes a lot of time. However, if you want to go kill that mountain bear, you can do it if you don't have any other quest left. Coming to Kansas Valley. In Kansas Valley, defense detail should be an easy one. This should take a minute and a half maybe. And then we have 2 bosses, Already Champion and the Fated Glory. These should be easy ones. And the North Sperios, which is actually a hidden detail. Normally people won't go to this place because the main quest does not take them. They just naturally leave this place alone. They won't even explore it and just go follow along the main line, which will take you all around through these regions. But this place left unfounded. But for me, I was an adventurer, and for the campaign second line, there was a quest here in this line, which okay, let me find this, or maybe it was here. It was called the Explorer or something. This one, Onwards Patsy, which requires you to travel 1,000 kilometers on mount. Oh boy, that took some time. And the trick, I couldn't do it. So after exploring all of this map, like at that time I explored these regions, I explored this, I went all of these places. That is why I have 135 back points free. I haven't bought any except the 10, which I will talk about later. And so we were talking about Kansas Valley. Once you have done there, you might wanna come down here to the Timeless Jungle. So in Timeless Jungle, you can see the easiest quests to do are above the boss 1, 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oasis being the main monster, and then this is the 5th one. Now major malfunction in the startup is, well, a bit harder, so you might want to not do it, or if you can do it, just do it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bosses, 1 being the main boss. And as you know, the Timeless Jungle actually gives you more SXP. The normally you get like 860 from 890, 860 from one of the boss or the normal quest, but as you go on, these SXP will increase, and in Timeless Jungle you will actually see that happening. Now moving along, in Zankala we have 1, 2, 3, 3 bosses, which are actually the dragons. All 3 of them are dragons. You have to kill all of them to gain a lot of XP. You might want to skip this and maybe this, because these you have to travel a bit farther, but if you want to kill them, go ahead, they give you a lot of XP. Now going down to the Ivory Domains, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 being the main boss, and you have 3 more. So if you want to kill them, but they do take some time to travel to their post, but usually people are killing them, so you just have to go and tag them and you will get the rewards. Even if you're in that area and you just did the one shot at the last possible second, you will get the rewards. So that is one good detail you want to remember. Now once you're done with all of these quests, if you're a high level, you have opened all of these regions, then we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. So we have 5 bosses beyond, and the main boss being an overdue exorcism, which is the main boss. So once you have done all of these, go ahead, these are the best ones you can get. Now you might want to do this one, but it will take some time, so it's your choice, but you get a lot of XP and XP, plus you're getting the these ones, the other XPs, EXP for your what did they call, Union, the SXP for the XP for the Union, Tongue Twister. Now if you find a bone dragon being killed, go ahead, do it, just tap it once and you will get a lot of XP and XP, so you might want to do that. Now for Ostium region, it does not show me any boss, however there are a lot of bosses here. For Eidolon Forest, now it's showing me a boss, which is strange. For now it's 1 and 2, 3, sorry. So there are 3 bosses. It was yesterday. I did both of these regions yesterday. I did some side quests and they took me to here, this place. So yeah, well, these are the 3 bosses and open here, but for some reason in Ostium there's no bosses open. However, there are bosses I know of. Maybe they open up all along. If you have seen some bosses, go kill them. It's the same work. Now I have told you about all of the quests you can do to gain your XP. Now I will talk about the boosters. Now as you know, there are 2 types of boosters in the game for now. One is your own booster that you can actually consume and get yourself those boosters yourself. For now I have, you can see, SXP for 3 hours, PvE combat XP boosters, you have gold boosters, and then I haven't seen class skill point booster, but they might be there, and so you can equip all of these. For example, what I do is I take 1 hour booster or whatever I can find for XP, XP and gold, and then do all of the things I have told you in that order to gain the maximum amount of those XP points. Along with these, sometimes the game's developers allows these kinds of boosters. Now this is given by the developers for a limited period of time because of the market, whatever that was. After the maintenance, now we have, as you can see, we get 20% more reputation, we getting 50% more SXP gains, and we are getting 20% more Starseed exchange, which is a huge thing you can get. So for now, if you're watching this video today or tomorrow, make use of this booster to the fullest, because you're going to get 200% XP if you consume your own booster, which actually gives you 50% gain in XP. So you'll be getting double XP points from every monster you kill, from every quest you did, every region quest you do is gonna give you double XP. So make sure you use all of those things. Now other than that, you have dungeons. Of course, you can go do dungeons, and that will also give you a lot of XP. And so the one more thing that I haven't talked about, which I didn't even remember until now, is if you go down, memory gems. One of the best ways to get SXP are these memory gems. There are a total of 6 I have seen. I think there are 7 and 8 too. I have seen them on market, but they were not being sold. However, you will be able to get all of these memory gems by doing daily dungeons. You can get them by doing these normal dungeons, and you can get them doing these time dungeons. The time dungeon chest rewards are the main thing which will give you guaranteed gems. So every day just do them. It is utmost important to do all of those time dungeons. You can also buy them through market, and you can get them by opening treasure maps of any region. You can get those treasure maps by killing bosses, mobs, or you can get them from the market directly. So everything I have said right now, the XP boosters, memory gems, all of these require star seeds. Star seed guide I will make separately once the market fully opens, and once I learn about all of the market rates and what have changed, I will make a guide how to maximize your star seed gains every day. Then you will be able to do everything you wanted to do, get those armor sets, get those builds, do everything you want. I think that sums up for today's video. I will see you tomorrow in another guide. And with the new world launch, I have a good news. I did manage to get the new world game. Yeah, I can't believe it. Somebody gifted to me. And shout out to Omi of the Silver, which actually gifted me that game. I was not expecting it, but that guy is a chat. That love you man. And go ahead, he also have a channel. I'm gonna put it in the description. He also makes Bless Unleashed and Conqueror's Blades guides and videos, so make sure you follow him if you're following me, and watch his videos daily too. Come on, give us some support, okay? And this one today, it was a long one. I'm sorry, but it's just there's a lot to actually talk about. There's a lot of ways to do all of these things, and this is how I make videos. Sometimes it becomes long. Anyway, I'm gonna say bye, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. See ya.